Alright, power on. Hello, my name's Grant.
And I'm Chris. So this year we worked together but built slightly different machines.
Both have similar mechanisms, but one is slightly bigger than the other. And that one is mine. We began imagining our machine from back to front. Chris and I figured the art was what defined the machine, and thus here the process of planning began. We were inspired by pendulum art, our original vision that of a weight spiraling through sand. However, a quick Google image search yielded even more promising options. Then it was a matter of, what drops a water bottle full of paint? I don't know, maybe a gate? That could work, and magnets could pull a string to release it. Perfect, what if a lever lowered? Over the course of half a day and far too many ideas, our initial plan was formed. Then we built Chris's machine, figuring that smaller would be easier for the first time through. We were generally correct. The two major setbacks in that project were our omission and eventual replacement of a baking soda and vinegar reaction blowing up a balloon and a rubber band propeller-powered boat, two of our original ideas. So when it came time to build the big one, we knew what pieces we had to build, but not how to build them. The idea of the bigger machine was to build it at a 3-to-1 ratio to the small one. This was carried out wherever feasible. Several days of intensive building, problem-solving, and prototyping ensued. We began with the most difficult parts, working our way down to the most consistent pieces until we had a refined version. One of the Edison moments with the bigger machine was figuring out how to deal with the inevitable extra weight of something 3 times bigger. Homemade pulleys handled the weight of the hammer, and numerous supports made the pendulum stand possible. But how does the machine make art? How it gets there, of course, is the point of a Rube Goldberg machine. This is what you will see once the flame burns through the piece of wood. The on switch lowers the string and wood into the blowtorch that will eventually cut it, releasing the weight of a hammer through a system of pulleys. The hammer will fall, rotating into small dominoes which will knock over the subsequent domino until the one at the top of the stairs falls onto a pair of shears. The shears closing will cut a piece of paper attached to a string holding down a large lever. When the lever descends, it will dump water into another lever attached to a magnet via string. When the magnet falls, it will grab the one below it, and their combined weight will exert force through another system of pulleys. This sudden tug will pull a stopper out of a pair of trimmers that will shut, cutting an anchored piece of wood attached by yet another system of string and pulleys to the pendulum gate. This will release the already dripping container over the paper in a spiraling shape. This is what will happen once the flame burns through the piece of wood.